Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WCA American Qualifiers. Thank you so much for joining us in what could be our last game of the night. It is a best-of-3 series between NAR v2 as well as Champions of Summer's Rift. Thank you for joining us. My name is Mott. With me today is Trelf. So far, we've seen some really good stuff, especially from the side of Not Today. They made it through the bracket. They got in. It was, of course, 2-1 victory for them. Now they will play up against the winner of this series, Summer's Rift. They got a 1-0 lead, and it was an outstanding game for them, honestly. Ground Visage, good stuff. That's pretty much just it, man.
They played it really well. Like I said, they got their core items and they just went. A lot of teams can kind of wait around and get kind of ratted out. Are you DCing?
I am DCing.
I hope I didn't kick it again.
You might have. No, I don't think it was. I don't think you kicked it. Hopefully, we're still good to go. I have no Steam connection over here. I do have Wi-Fi over here, though. Might just be a Steam issue. Looks like we have some trouble with the internet connection currently. Hopefully, the game's still going on. We'll jump back into it as soon as we possibly can. Let's see. Steam connecting, not going right now. Gonna wait a second here. While we've got a second, though, let's talk about that last series between Not Today as well as Root Gaming. It looked as if, though, Root Gaming had a chance in that third game. And honestly, Not Today with the support play coming through. Obviously, Ifrit had a really great game on the Broodmother as always. Smash, I think, what was his hero that he played in that game? I can't remember for the life of me. It wasn't the Lena. What was it? DK, that's right. He played the DK, and then Van had the gyrocopter. He got off to such a fast start as well.
It's all Van.
All Van.
Yep. Pretty much all Van. But, yeah, I mean, it was a close game. It was a fun series to watch.
Yeah.
Really, really close. 2-1, as I, of course, predicted. But
yeah, but you didn't predict it on stream. You did it during rehearsal, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think I said it on stream, too.
Sure?
I think so.
All right, well, I'll go with it then. You're an oracle. You will predict it. Speaking of that, also, I think TI5 invites are coming out soon as well in the next couple of hours. At least that's when the compendium is counting down too, so that's what I can only imagine. And, of course, the TI5 qualifiers coming through as well. As far as these games are concerned, WCA America, very big, not just for this tournament, but also for TI5 qualifiers, TI5 direct invites, what that means for the rest of the American region. Not Today, obviously, as the sole Peruvian squad, the sole South American squad here for WCA America. They played so well. And they get to the grand finals. They get to come to Los Angeles. Beautiful, sunny Southern California. It's great here so far, and that'll be on June the 2nd. Whoever is going to win this series between NAR v2 as well as Summer's Rift, they'll be playing up against Not Today. So lots at stake here, of course, and then we move into the TI5 qualifiers. Honestly, these three teams, Not Today, NAR v2, and Summer's Rift, are looking the best, but we've seen flashes, we've seen glimmers as well from the other teams too. We will jump back into the game.
It looks like it's... I think I might have just kicked something down here.
We weren't supposed to say that. Listen, it's not your fault, all right?
Okay.
Exactly. Just play cool. We're going to get back into the draft. We're ready to go now, guys. Thank you for waiting. We've missed a couple of picks, but no worries as we jump into it. So far for Champions of Summer Rift, they have the Shadow Fiend and Earthshaker on the NAR side. They have the Queen of Pain and Leshrac as well. So more kind of the same for both of these squads. The two same heroes in Champions of Summer's Rift and the North American Rejects go for the Queen of Pain Leshrac, but they did ban out the Visage first.
Yep.
That's the most important thing for them.
That is not surprising at all. I mean, they could ban out the Drow as well, but the beauty about Visage in this patch, at least with the buffs, is that he can kind of be played on his own as well. So that's a really smart ban. Nothing too surprising there. They get the Quap and a Leshrac again. Leshrac started out really well last game. Some nice splitters. Did get under some pressure from the Earthshaker, and it's going to be dire again for Summer's Rift and NAR taking Radiant. I didn't get a chance to really look at the pre-game chat in the lobby about who wanted which.
I think Narvi got first pick, probably.
Okay.
I would imagine. Modpax can confirm that because he was in the lobby the entire time. By the way, shout-outs to Modpax. He's been doing the stats for us for not only just this tournament, but for all the tournaments we do, which obviously, if you guys have enjoyed Dota Pit, you've seen him there as well. He's done Canada Cup with us as well. So a big shout-outs to Modpax, who I think it's like 2 or 3 or some ridiculous time in the morning over there because he lives like in the very eastmost part of Canada that you possibly can live in. So big shout-outs to him.
Does he say a boot?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
You could, like I've had other Canadians be like, "Are you Canadian?" to Modpax, just because they can notice it. I can't tell as much.
Wait, you say a boot?
I don't know.
Oh, you're saying heat. Okay.
Yeah. I can't tell as well because I don't know. I just don't notice it as much. But
I've been in Vancouver for some time, and every single time I hear it, it's the boots and they say cheers all the time.
Cheers.
And it throws me off.
Yeah, that would throw me off too. That seems like more of a British thing, honestly.
They say cheers a lot. They do actually say a lot.
A?
It throws me off every single time. But anyway, enough about the Canadian memes. About the bans. Rubik and not Disruptor, but Shadow Demon banned out here for Champions of Summer's Rift. They actually go ahead and ban out the Clock themselves, which is interesting. Considering the fact that Clock is pretty good against Earthshaker.
Yeah.
And MSS plays a really good Clock. I don't think that his like play had anything to do with their loss.
No.
But,
no, his play almost contributed to their win.
Yes.
That's how good he was.
Well, a win that they might have gotten.
Yes. But that wasn't
But we're
the case.
very, very far away from. I mean, that was, let's be honest, a pretty big stomp.
It was, but that was the timing that the Drow Ranger and the Visage combo needed to hit to be able to take the game.
Yes.
I mean, if they give Ush any more time, then all of a sudden, you know, he's 4, 5, 6 slotted, and he's taking your own sets of racks. So they played it, like you said, they played it exactly as they needed to, which is very important. And they get off to a quick 1-0 lead. They didn't even have to really sweat for that victory. That was like a 20-minute game. They didn't have to do too much. And that is the most important thing, too. Coming off of that, like all of those losses at Red Bull, like getting this first win is probably the best possible thing that can happen to them. And if they could close it out 2-0, it would be outstanding for their confidence, I'm sure.
I mean, there's a couple ways of looking at it. You could look at it, one, they're demoralized, they're sad, and, you know, they're going into the series kind of upset. That's one way of looking at it. The other way is they got a lot of practice, even though they lost, so they're fresh and warmed up, right?
On land, nonetheless.
On land, well, 4 of them anyway.
Yeah.
But, so there's that way of looking at it, too. I mean, they're also probably hungry to win, you know? I didn't get to watch really their games. I don't know if they played badly or well, but yeah, nonetheless, they still got experience and they still got a lot of practice today.
Yes.
So they're fresh. And NAR, maybe they scrimmed today, maybe they didn't, but
I know they were watching the games. That's what I do know.
They just got taken by surprise by that combo, man. We'll see if Champions of Summer's Rift have any other kind of combo up their sleeve. They go for the Witch Doctor as their other support. Nothing wrong with that as far as a pairing with Earthshaker. A quick Vengeful Spirit pickup right after that. Okay, interesting.
I'm waiting for one of the surprise pickups. Winter Wyvern is, by the way, still available. Summer's Rift played it last night with Undying. Didn't really work out against Void Boys. They, in fact, got stomped in that game.
That was bad.
I think Narvi could probably play it. They might not be well-versed. Again, I want to talk about Narvi because Bleak is not somebody that's played Dota he's had a long break from this game. I think he's been playing like occasionally here and there, but before he was back on Narvi, I think he had taken somewhat of a break, and he wasn't on a competitive team for a while. So
he was also playing like one position, I think, most of the time.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's fully comfortable in the 4 position yet.
He's made some really good plays. Some plays, especially like in Canada Cup that I've seen, have been absolutely outstanding. His last game, I don't think was indicative of his play. He kind of got roughed up a little bit by Visage Birds, which is, I mean, understandable because everyone did. So we'll see what they go for. Maybe he gets the Vengeful Spirit. Maybe he gets another hero. His line has been pretty great.
Well, they got tons of pushing power on NAR. Lone Druid Venge, this is a very, very old combo as far as buffing up the bear's damage with your aura, and then just Wave of Terror to help out for some armor reduction if you want to take Roche or something like that. They also have Edict if they want to actually level it up for Leshrac. I'm wondering if that's going to be Quap mid and then Leshrac just play it as your 4 with Venge. That's a pretty nice roaming combo too. Like we talked about how Lena doesn't necessarily need a setup for her LSA. Leshrac does need, most of the time anyway, a setup for your splitter.
Yeah,
it's just the worst animation.
It's the animation, it's the radius at level 1 is just ass. I'm going to be honest
it's everything.
It's
but
terrible.
If you do hit it, it's one of the best nukes in the game at level 1.
Feels so great.
2-second flat stun and 120 damage.
No.
And it's spammable. It's only a 9-second cooldown.
Could be a 4 position. I've seen this from Alliance too, that they'll put Lone Druid offlane. He'll be able to transition into core. This was like in 6.83 when they just had grabbed Admiral Bulldog. They were playing against NIP. So you can send Lone Druid to the offlane, Queen of Pain mid, Leshrac safe lane, and then grab another support here. Is that what they're going to do? I don't know. They've admitted left in reserve time. They're really thinking it out. For Summer's Rift, their draft is more cut and dry, and they go for the Ursa. And then the Brewmaster immediately coming out from NARV2. So it looks like it is going to be a Leshrac in a 4 position. I don't know how I feel about this personally. I'm not the biggest fan of Leshrac as a support, but they seem to have an idea. Brewmaster off lane played by MSS, which is not something we see too often from them. They've definitely kind of they've divvied it up. They've changed things up here with this draft, and it's kind of exciting to see what they're going to do here.
I really like Witch Doctor and the Lone Druid. And in fact, Lone Druid was picked into Witch Doctor. Ursa, there are the lols coming out. Ursa into Lone Druid is pretty good, actually. You can really take down both him and the bear. You can run into a little bit of a problem if you get rooted. Like, that's a super quick, easy way to to kite out the Ursa. So you do have that working against you, which is going to go through the BKB if he gets it anyway. Brewmaster, I suspect he doesn't get very much in this top lane, especially if they actually stick all the heroes up there. Probably doesn't need the Earthshaker up there, though, to help. Like, I think Earthshaker can do more of the same of what he did last game. Sit around mid.
Oh,
they're
no,
doing it.
they are doing it. They're going level 1 Roche. Demon is going to have a Basilius. They've got 8 Tangos for the Tidehunter, the Salve as well. There's a Wraithband.
Good luck, have fun!
They respond. Brax gets it done. Oh, no, they are not going to know this is happening. They'll know very quickly when there's nobody at the Bounty Runes. But they have the Fury swipes, they have Miracle Chipmunk tanking, they have the Buddha Restoration, they have everything. And this will go pretty quick, honestly. The only hero not here is Whitebeard. He's smoked up, he's going to place a ward down. Oh, is the bear going to scout this out? Even if it does!
I don't think they
can't
stop
get
it
there. They can't stop it. This is going to be such a huge lead coming out for Summer's Rift. They're doing it perfectly. They're going to get the bear inside the pit. They know it's just too late, honestly. They'll make their way down there, bash up on Miracle Chipmunk. The Fury Swipe's going to work. Oh, they got to hightail it, and honestly, I don't think they can do this in time. Miracle Chipmunk getting low. The right click could come in as soon as Ush gets there. Miracle Chipmunk might die. Can they get this Aegis? No, Ursa gets it. They can't get anything done. That's a huge pickup for Summer's Rift. They're already at level 2 now with the exception of the Earthshaker. That is a vast lead coming out from the side of Summer's Rift, especially for that Shadow Fiend.
And they did it so fast that they can get back to their lanes in time, too.
Oh my
They're going to get back to their lanes in time. They're still going to pick up 1 bounty rune for Brax. He's going to start this lane level 3, even splitting up the experience with the rest of his team. So, boom, bounty rune. He hits level 3. He's coming to the lane with level 2 raises.
How do you deal with this now?
This is, in many situations, especially when you can get back to your lanes in time, this is just game over.
Game losing, yeah. Just every time I've seen this work out this well, it's been game losing.
Yeah.
This game is so hard right now for an RV2. They're playing from a disadvantage from the get-go. Honestly, this is so difficult.
The only thing, they're actually going to go aggro tri-lane here, so it's going to be actually the lone druid soloing up against a Tide, which is actually not that bad for Tide until you hit level 5. Because the Anchor Smash is going to reduce a lot of the damage from both the bear and the hero. Look at that. Level 3 Anchor Smash. Sorry, level 2 Anchor Smash coming out. He's level 3. He's going to have boots soon.
He can't lane against this Tide right now.
And he's already got 1 level of his Kraken Shell up too.
This is impossible.
Oh god, this is such a disaster.
Are Narvi going to get 2-0'd? You pick an Ursa, you think, okay, they're going to take a fast Roche. Maybe not that fast, though. That was... I'm speechless at this point in time because they're in such a rough spot. The Queen of Pain is going to get not a lot mid anymore. This Shadow Fiend is going to deny everything. He's already up to 7 Necromastery stacks. Razors are going to come through. Korok is just down from the get-go. He can't even get up to his bottle anytime soon. The support's top. If you look at Demon, he's already level 3. Whitebeard is only 1 at least, but...
I would have said normally I would have liked to see the SF take the Aegis, but it actually works out really nicely because they went aggro tri-lane here. They went aggro tri-lane, and now if they can, like... Oh, nice Fisher block. It actually separates MSS from the rest of them. That's a level 1 Brewmaster against 3 level 3 heroes. First blood goes to Demon. Oh, man, this is disastrous. Last time there was a level 1 Roche, as we saw what the stat was in September of last year. This is... it's so hard to come back from this game at all. It really is. Another Fisher block catches Chad. Now he's blocked up.
Split Earth might go the cask first. They do get the Split Earth off, I believe, but it's just such a small radius that BSJ doesn't even get hit up by it. This aggro tri-lane has turned into disaster, and from this point on, Summer's Rift are in a commanding position. All they really need to do is play well, not even win their lanes, honestly. They just have to play well in their lanes and keep this lead. Start bowling down towers, maybe a little bit later on, get like a mech on the SF, get a blink on the Tidehunter. Ursa gets a phase blink maybe if he wants to, and this game just seems out of reach, but we're not quite there yet, although it is such a great start. Illusion is going to get cast up. Whitebeard's going to walk through. Another Illusion's going to hit Whitebeard. And top lane is just going to be MSS solo. This is so hard right now.
Miracle Chipmunk's now level 5. That's a no boots Leshrac who's got to be very, very careful. Look, see when he anchor smashes, that bear is hitting for like literally 20 damage. And then he's going to soak up the rest of that damage with Kraken Shell, so he actually hits for nothing. So he's in a pretty good spot, to say the least.
Miracle Chipmunk is down in CS, but that doesn't really matter if he can get a kill on Ush. Ush is actually out of regen except for the salve. Korok is at 11 CS, 17 for the Shadow Fiend. This was a good matchup before I mean, SF has great matchups all over the place. This was a good matchup before, and now it's even a better matchup.
Well, it's actually one of the few matchups that Quap can actually win. Or sorry, that yeah, Quap can't win any matchup except against SF. I mean, it's one of the few matchups that SF can actually lose too.
Yes,
is the Quap, but
gotcha.
Should be just fine and dandy starting off level 3.
It's 22 Necromastery stacks, 3.5 minutes of the game. He's level 5 already. If you really wanted to, you could have some stacks in the jungle and accelerate his farm even further. MSS is just like, I can't do what I usually do, which is wait for top rune spot. Like, the supports are too farmed, except for Whitebeard. He didn't get the experience from Roshan, so he's only level 2.5. That is the one thing to take away from RV2, but that is something very little to take away. Magic Missile and a Miracle Chipmunk, he's so tanky. Wave of Terror, Split Earth as well. They have the Edict, they're not using it. Bleak will try to make sure he can't get away. Chipmunk in trouble. They maybe could get this kill, it would be huge for them. Ush could get the last hit as well. It's taking them so long with the Anchor Smash. They will finally pick it up, though. It is going to be Ush getting it. That's at least something going their way. Meanwhile, Brax getting caught out. MS has got the clap as well. Brax is slowed up. Korok's got no blink. Can he get away? He might be able to. He's getting ticked down. They need one more blink. He's going to bottle up. Meanwhile, you get the Witch Doctor rotating bottom. He gets the kill on the Leshrac. Oh, that kill on Brax. It's not done yet. He does get it. Korok blinks through, gets the Scream of Pain. Oh, that's huge.
Whitebeard with one more stun. They have a TP coming in right now.
Just probably
Tide.
dead. Magic Missile. He doesn't get it off. Ush is now blocked up. The cast will go, and it's going to bounce to the bear, and Ush is just dead at this point, it looks like. Oh, he gets the root.
That was actually the most unfortunate bounces ever. But he still gets the last hit. Long-range nuke there from Demon, who's hitting for actually 77 damage. Miracle Chipmunk, he has Ravage. They're going to die this.
Yeah, they're going to go for this.
Boom, bam, cast it.
Not yet. Fog's just going to die. Eat it going. Split Earth onto just the one. Demon taking tower damage as well. Wave of Terror. Demon's dead. Fogged will survive. Miracle Chipmunk not using his Ravage. Meanwhile, BSJ goes onto MSS and gets a kill top lane. He's got Phase Boots. He's level 7. Summer's Rift are not playing this as well as they could, but they are still getting kills and they're still in an okay position.
Yeah, I don't know why he held the Ravage. That's an ability that, I mean, they were pretty slow heroes. They don't have boots. I think maybe the Venge had boots, but you saw her the whole time. Leshrac ran up. Yeah, definitely should have expended the Ravage right there. Anyway, he's level 6. The Ursa is level 7 with Phase Boots, Morbid Mask. The great thing about when you do level 1 Roshans like this is that you usually pull so far ahead that the second it comes up, you can just all rush there. It doesn't even matter if they see you going there. You can just take it a second.
They can easily do this again without any hesitation. They have Ravage. They're going to have Requiem. MSS is going to get caught top lane. They need a TP. It's just not going to happen. MSS is going to get the Drunken Haze. Is that going to be enough? I don't think so. It's going to slow him down. MSS will salve. He'll juke into the side trees, then eats his way through.
Really nice.
There's just no TPs. They're too busy chasing out Brax on the other side of things. They need an Earthshock. They can't quite find him. Sonic Wave does blow up Brax. MSS in trouble. He Drunken Hazes again. They don't get the kill. They finally do. They're going to wrap in. Can they get BSJ? That would be the biggest pickup. Fog. Magic Missile goes. But where's the follow-up? There's nobody here. Here comes Whitebeard to help out as well. Chad walking in. They get the Split Earth, but it's on to Demon. The Edict will go through. They'll get Demon. That's the consolation prize, honestly. Lightning Storm not there. Fisher comes out. That'll block him, and they can't get there in time. There's absolutely no way they can get Whitebeard. Turns into a 2-for-1. They actually, a 2-for-2 because they lost Korok. He died in the top lane.
He did kill Brax, though, before he died. Gotten into this rune. It must have been a fight over a rune. Still killed the SF, so Korok not doing too badly here.
He's actually ahead of him in net worth right now.
That's funny because he's down 21 CS, but
those kills add up.
Those kills are definitely more important. And at the very least, Miracle Chipmunk did clean up and he got a kill onto Korok afterwards.
So right now, as you could clearly see, the top in net worth is BSJ, one of the bears. The other bear is third. Korok is ahead of him, and then it's going to be the SF. As far as that Roche is concerned, and this early game is concerned, it's not as great as it could have been for Summer's Rift. We talked about how this could just be game over. It's actually a lot more even than it probably should be.
Yeah, it's not as game-breaking as it should be. I will agree with that. They could have played a little bit better. They could have been a little bit more, especially the Ravage down there, I think could have been cast. But, I mean, they're still in a more than fine spot.
I mean, MSS is level 4. He's the lowest level in the game, and he's the lowest net worth.
Yeah, he's died 3 times. That was a really good juke attempt by him, too, but the persistence of Summer's Rift really paid off.
Banana Slim Gemma has his Helm of the Dom now as well. So Fade's Helm of the Dom, he could go Blink next. He could easily take Roche on his own, let alone with his team, which is also easily done. And NAR V2, the comeback path, it's going to be a tough one. They're going to have to wade through all of this. There's a DD, a bottom rune spot that it looks like Brax will take. This Roche is theirs easily. 8 minutes. It spawned, I think it might have been like a 9-minute Roche respawn.
Yeah, they still need BSJ, though. Which he went for a helmet. Oh, he's actually TPing now. Yeah. Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, they can just walk in. They don't even... They shouldn't even care if Narvi knows. They can just do it. Even right under the guise of a ward there, so...
If MSS was level 6 and even, I mean, they would still let Roche go probably, but if he was level 6, maybe they could defend towers a little bit better, and I just, maybe they have more to work with, but he's not quite where he needs to be. Miracle Chipmunk is 7 with Arcanes. He's getting towards a blink, I imagine. BSJ's got to take Roche real quick. He hasn't even used it in Scenario now, or rather is in Rage, and it just blows up. Oh my god. The Wave of Terror came through to help him out even. They're going to invade the enemy jungle coming through from Whitebeard as well as everybody else. The bear probably dies. They could dive this tower easily if they're not careful. Ush is going to be able to TP back home.
They're just going to give it up. They're going to split push and go mid and top. I'm actually really surprised that as a support, Leshrac, he's gone at 2. Like, he went 2-1-2. That's the weirdest build I've ever seen for a support. I would imagine you'd want more points into Edict so you could, at least push towers more.
Whitebeard is going to go down. Sonic Wave goes. Double damage. Chad. Oh, that last right click would have gotten the kill. He will get away. Brax has no way to initiate. Korok actually he just needs to wait for his Blink Dagger, I think. He will. Top lane, TP's coming in. Ush has to back away. Miracle Chipmunk could go for the Ravage. They already used the Cask on the backside. He has no Gush. He went for the 3 points. MSS is actually going to TP out nicely because they already knew that the Cask was down, so they don't get the Tier 1 tower, but they do put a lot of pressure on it. They do split push nicely, getting some time to work with. But Banana Slam Jammer just continues to be a force to be reckoned with now down bottom.
I'm kind of surprised he went for the full Helm of the Dominator instead of... He could have Blink right now. He grabs the creep. It's going to be the movement speed creep. I don't think it really matters. I think he just wants to stack. Or possibly the Tide. So maybe he's going to help out his buddy with Tide with this Helm of the Dominator pickup.
Either way, that'd be nice.
I think,
well, do
I
they
think
need
Blink
it for
is
the Tide?
better, though. I don't think he can take Ancients that fast. I mean, he can kill them single target quickly, but Tide just does it so much more efficiently.
Tide's going to be up to his Blink Dagger, not super soon. But it looks like BSJ is going to be the one to take the Ancient Stacks. Going to use it.
Yeah, it's only a 2-stack, so. But, I'm still surprised he didn't go for the Blink. He'll have it now, though, anyway, so. It's not like any humongous team fight came out before that.
So what are the chances Narvi comes back from this deficit at this point?
Better than I thought they were going to be. Korok actually did pretty well mid. Able to get a couple kills onto the Shadow Fiend, so Shadow Fiend isn't taking off like you had hoped. He's going towards a mech now, but they do have chances to still take this game. For sure. The matter of killing the Ursa quickly and not getting devastated by a huge Blink Ravage. So the next time they fight for Summer's Rift and they have a Blink Ravage on Miracle Chipmunk, if they don't get completely annihilated by that, then I think Narvi actually have an okay chance.
No, that's going to be tough. They have Blink Ravage coming soon, and of course Blink Earthshock, which is coming up now. Brax is going to TP bottom to clear this uphill. Ush will bring his bear with him. He's going to be going for the Maelstrom, by the way. Brax is going for the mech, unsurprisingly. That's a solid choice. Maelstrom not even really close for Ush. He's got a while to catch up. Of course, having to build 2 sets of boots, obviously not really that great, but he'll get there eventually. Miracle Chipmunk's Blink Dagger, assuming he doesn't die, within the next minute, easily.
Smoke. I think there was a ward that just faded there.
Ush is going to get found out. He's got to TP away. That's a nice play. They want the bear. He won't find it. Smoke. No.
There was a ward that was expiring right as they smoked. I couldn't tell if it was Summers or Narvi's. But it didn't get pinged out by Narvi when they smoked anyway, so if it was a ward, they messed up. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, that's Enrage.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's
he couldn't even blink away. He didn't get stunned, he just couldn't blink away. Oh my god.
Yeah. That is, it's a bit frightening if you are Narvi too. Banana Slam Gemma is feeling pretty confident. And at this point in time, they do get the Tier 1 tower top. It's actually Fogged gets the last hit, but a tower's a tower nonetheless. MSS does have Split finally. He doesn't have enough mana for it now. Oh, this is not good. Fisher about to come out. Split Earth comes through, but Bleak will pay with it for his life. Actually, Magic Missile, no, he's going to walk right back in. They'll lose. Bleak, he goes down. Mech is completed up for the SF. They really need to stop the bleeding here for this side of an RV2, and it's just so hard because well, MSS, what are you doing, buddy? You're going to walk into a line den. They get another tower mid lane. Brax picks up another last hit. It's a Tier 1 again going out. He got both Tier 1s mid and bottom. They're going to look to put the pressure on the Tier 2 tower. Aegis is going to expire within about 40 to 50 seconds or so, but now they have Blink Ravage. This is the perfect time. It's flying out, and this could be exactly like what we saw last game, honestly.
Yeah, and Ush is like, he's trying to split push, And this is the problem with drafting a lone druid. You just can't fight early on.
MSS gonna live, just barely though. Split Earth coming out. Fog could match missile, already did. He'll even use Drunken Haze, honestly. He's just gonna back up. That doesn't even do really that much damage. They have a Medallion on Demon, who almost, does he have an Axe? No, he's pretty far away.
Oh.
Tier 2 tower's gonna go. Meanwhile, top lane, Miracle Chipmunk could have jumped in. Does have Blink still. Ush will back away. Ush needs to TP out, probably.
I'm surprised he's not just blinking towards him, keeping vision to maybe cancel a TP.
I'm surprised Ush isn't TPing out right now.
Getting a little bit greedy. You see Brax knows exactly where he's going. He doesn't have a way to cancel this TP, but he is invis. I don't think he can get
he
enough.
Almost attacked. He has his auto attack on.
I don't think he can get this kill
Well, there's a wrap from BSJ.
by himself.
And that bear is going to see him. Oh,
No, he
yeah, he's probably dead here.
Oh my god.
Rage just does
He
so
even
much
got
damage.
entangled too. The second hit root.
And Rage Man. It's actually pretty long cooldown for the duration that it is. But when you
Yes.
hit it, oh boy, does it do some damage.
It's like god mode.
Yep, pretty much. And it will be
It also
more than God
removes
Mode
any
BKB.
existing debuffs. That's crazy.
Yep, and 80% less damage for 4 seconds. Pretty nice. So, we talked about how RB2 didn't have the worst early game, but this mid game has just not been great. Fog's going to get spotted out, he's just dead. Nice aggressive ward placement here. Last couple of right clicks, Magic Missile. I don't know why he turned around, actually. He turned for a second there, I'm not sure why. He didn't have
Maybe
his
trying to
Magic
go for.
Missile.
Oh, he didn't.
No.
Yeah, that was weird.
MSS going onto Brax. He's just dead. He does get the split off, actually, so he's not dead, but still, I don't think he gets this kill on Brax. Cycloning up Demon, now Brax getting right clicked, but MSS can't do anything here. They're going to try to go on Whitebeard.
Oh, he
Echo
misses.
Slam goes. It does do a little bit of damage. Ush is just going to get melted by BSJ. They're going to lose pretty much every hero. Ravage onto 2. Blake and MSS about to fall. 4 dead. This just might be it, man. I just don't think you can go back from where you're at now.
Yeah, there was a glimmer cape of hope, but it's they took the second Roche, and that was really it. They kind of were bouncing back. They were doing okay. I mean, their lanes were definitely lost, except for maybe mid. But then after that second Roche, you got the blink onto the Tidehunter. You got that mech on Shadow Fiend. You finally got the blink onto the Ursa. It's just, I mean, level 1 Roche, what can you do, right? Except scout it out immediately. But even if you scout it, like, even if they walked there without, like, just with their heroes too, I don't know if they would have stopped them.
No, they wouldn't have. I don't think so.
When a team commits to all 5 TPs with Ursa strat, I actually don't know. Because I remember Alliance introduced this a long time ago where they did this. They said they practiced it and that even if you ran there as Radiant, you couldn't stop it.
Ush is going to get blown up. BSJ now godlike with a double kill. Rax exposed, and
This is over.
it is it, man. Lone Druid is a lot like a Naga Siren in the sense of this game. MSS is going to get Death Ward if they Yules up, but that's really not the big issue at this point. Chewing through all of these heroes is literally impossible. They're going to lose this Rax. There's no time
and
left.
they have no one splitting. They have like not getting anything out of this. So it's not like, all right, well, space created. I mean, if you can ever call losing Rax space created.
This is going to be a pretty anticlimactic end to this series. It started off with a bang coming up from Summer's Rift, and it looked like NAR2 with a good draft might be able to take the series back. But, oh, were they surprised when they saw that level 1 Roche come out from Summer's Rift, which was a fantastic play to make. And by the way, it wasn't all 5 heroes. Earthshaker was not in there at any point in time. He was sitting here for the entirety of that level 1 Roche. They're going to just GG
Why
out.
did he just leave?
They're GGing.
Little BM. But anyway, GG. Extremely nice strat there from Narvi, and from Summer's Rift. And you know, one of the crazy things about it is like, okay, put yourself in the shoes of the Radiant team in that situation. Even if you do rush there, I think the only way that you can actually stop it is by TPing yourselves, like committing all 5 TPs on Radiant, rushing there to the Roshan pit. But what if you do that and they don't do Roche? Then you've wasted 500 gold, you've wasted all your time, you've probably bought weird items to maybe combat a level 1 Roche anyway. So it's a gigantic gamble that would totally not pay off. It'd probably almost be just as bad as just like letting them get the Roche and then go into your lanes regularly. It's just an extremely hard strat to deal with if you know that they have the Ursa. So the best you can do in that situation, if you know they have Ursa on Dire, is to still rush there. Maybe not TP to your towers, but rush there as humanly fast as possible. But even then, I don't know if you can actually stop it.
Well, it's something we're gonna have to see more of. I think we might see more of this, especially with TI coming up. We might see some more Roche, first strats, and that's going to be tough, obviously, for any team to deal with. Summer's Rift, you got to hand it to them. That's a ballsy play to make. If they do get spotted out, maybe if all the heroes are in that vicinity early on, the Tidehunter was extraordinarily low, but it just wasn't enough, obviously, for an RB2. They didn't have enough time. They had an okay early game. Mid-game was transitioning, and it turned out to be pretty horrible for them. Uncharacteristic play from them, honestly, with both of those games playing pretty poorly. Really good strats from the side of Summer's Rift. They go back kind of for the tried and true. These are strats that have been around for ages in Dota. Drow Visage, obviously, being the first one. Second one is level 1 Roche. I mean, these have been strats that have been used to great effectiveness, and that does mean that, of course, they get 2-0, and they're going to be moving on here to Burbank, California. They're going to be playing for $50,000 and a trip to China as well at stake. It's going to be against Not Today. These two teams coming in at June 2nd. Very excited to see them. Not Today versus, of course, Champions of Summer's Rift. Should be a good one, man.
I'm really excited. I'm happy for all the guys on Summer's Rift. They work really hard. They had an unfortunate loss at Red Bull today, going 0-3, but they do work really hard. I don't want to touch on it too much, but I do think they are a little bit more cohesive with the regular 5.
Yes.
As they should be, right?
Yes.
I mean, most teams want to play with the regular 5 heroes, or regular 5, well, 5 heroes is good too.
Yeah.
Regular 5 players, and I think Miracle Chipmunk played really well. Even the first game, he just got a lot out of that tri lane. I don't think they punished him enough, but he also just knew his limits running in there with the haster and wasting their time, things like that. But big congratulations to Summer's Rift as they'll be joining Not Today, June 2nd here to see who actually goes to China.
Yeah. So, big matchup coming then. It's a best-of-5 series, I believe, for the grand final, so looking forward to casting that. In the meantime, there's a lot of stuff coming up for us. Me specifically, I'm going to be all over the damn place. But with that being said, we are done here, guys. If you want to keep up with us and see what we're doing, you can follow us on Twitter. My name is Malt. With me is Tralf. Follow me at Dota. Follow him at Dota as well. Big shout-outs to Pax for joining us. It is super late over in Canada. He's been our stats man. If you enjoyed his stats work, you can follow him at Pax as well. With that being said, also a big shout out to the production crew here. They've been staying late with us and making sure everything's been top-notch. It's been absolutely fantastic. We couldn't have asked for anything better, honestly. Woo. Anyways, with that being said, guys, we are going to take off. It's a bit late here. Again, congratulations to both Summer's Rift as well as Not Today. Thank you so much for watching us. Enjoy your Dota. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.